Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. Coming to you live from the Coach Jerry Mosser court inside the Gordon Lozier Athletic Center on the campus of Bellevue University. We bring you the final two-day games of day number one of the 2024 4 Points by Sheraton Basketball Classic. Good afternoon, everyone. Just about 5 o'clock Central Time here in the Great Midwest. Our first game today, actually the third game of the day, will feature the home team, the Bellevue University Bruins, 9-3 overall, taking on the visiting Midland University Warriors. The Warriors are 1-10 overall. A battle between the North Star Athletic Association Bruins and the Great Plains Athletic Conference Warriors about to unfold before us. Glad you could be along in this time period between Christmas and New Year's. Want to wish everyone happy holidays on this 24-25 part of the season. Mick Krupski back behind the microphone. Tip of the cap to Chloe Cloud working behind the scenes today, running the board. She'll be on the camera as well, doing double duty. These two schools only separated by about 40 miles or so. The Bruins from Bellevue, Nebraska. Midland University in Fremont, Nebraska. Just a little drive up Highway 275. On the season, the Bellevue Bruins averaging just over 72 points per game while allowing only 64, so that's an 8-point per game to the positive side for the Bruins. Bellevue ladies shooting over 40% from the floor, 33% from behind the three-point arc, and 64% from the free throw line. The Bruins on a 3-game winning streak in NAIA play, with victories over Colleges St. Mary, Mayville State, and Valley City State, the last two, the opening games of the North Star Athletic Association Conference season. After those 3 games, the Bruins played 2 exhibition contests against NCAA division competition. They lost to Emporia State back on December 17th, and then next day, December 18th, they lost to the University of Nebraska at Omaha. So some tough challenges, good competition, and good experience for these Bruins as they get back to NAIA play here against Midland University. On the season for the Bruins, they have 2 active double-digit scorers. Gabby Moore has been double digits in every single game of the season. She's averaging 17.4 points per game. Senior Ashton Arnold averaging 12.7. That's been a very consistent 1-2 punch for the Bruins all season long. The success of the season will be determined by how much their teammates will be able to contribute on both offense and defense. The leading rebounder for the Bruins is post player Zakiya Mohammed. Zakiya averages just over 7 rebounds per game. The visiting Midland University Warriors, they average just 60.5 points per game while allowing over 80, so that's a 20-point differential to the negative side for the Warriors. That explains their current 1-10 record. The Warriors shooting 37% from the floor, 32% from behind the free throw line, and 64% from the free throw line. The Warriors are led by Jenna Weber. She's averaging over 13 points per game. Grace Holm over 11, and Ellie Bouvard averaging just under 11 points per game. So 3 double-digit scorers for the Warriors. Their leading rebounder is Sarah Shepard, averaging about 8 boards per game, and Ellie Bouvard leads the offense with 3.5 assists per game. Had a chance to talk with Bellevue assistant head coach James Ice Benford before the game to kind of get a description of what to expect today from the GPAC squad, the Warriors. He said they have a lot of 3-type kids. Coach Benford said that's players who can shoot and score from any spot on the floor. For the Bruins to win today, the Bruins need to work the ball inside, push in transition, control the glass, and play strong defense. So quite a few things the Bruins need to do, according to Coach Ice, but we'll see how that gets accomplished as we go. Hey, you want to join us today? All right, we'll have a fellow broadcaster here at Bellevue, men's baseball coach Dwayne Monlex will be my broadcast partner this afternoon. He got his rookie experience last week, and so now we're putting it here now to your sophomore time behind the microphone.
Well, it was fun last time. We'll look forward to doing it again.
All right. Dwayne, the longtime head coach of Bellevue baseball, 15 years.
Yeah, they fired me for some reason. So.
The Bruins are frequent qualifiers for the national tournament in the NAIA 4 baseball. This Bellevue women's program, now in its 9th year, they've qualified for the national tournament once. That was back in 2019. They've played some tough competition in this North Star Athletic Association. Final year of the conference, as it'll be merging with the Frontier Conference next year for both Bruins men's and women's play.
Midland enters tonight's game with an overall.
Time now to turn it over to public address announcer Ray Quinn for the starting lineups.
5'11" southpaw from Lincoln, Nebraska. Number 3, Ellie Bovert. At Florida, 5'9" senior from Sheraton, Austria. Number 4, Aaron Foxall. At Florida, 5'6" junior from Grand Junction, Colorado. Number 10, Leah Redding. At Florida, 5'8" freshman from Franconia, Kansas. Number 20, Zoe Sands. And at guard, a 5'10" senior from Bruin, Nebraska. Number 32, Sarah Shepard. Brewers are coached by head coach Chris Burks in his first season, assisted by Jasmine Lasky and Josh Wolf. And now the starting lineup from your WBB anywhere. Starting at guard, a 5'7" senior from Webster Groves, Missouri. Number 10, Gavin Moore. And another guard, a 5'6" senior from Baltimore, Maryland. Number 11, Josiah Snicker. At Florida, 5'11" sophomore from Omaha, Nebraska. Number 15, Zachariah Muhammad. At guard, 5'11" senior from Clovis, California. Number 21, Ashton Arnold. And a guard, a 5'6" freshman from La Vista, Nebraska. Number 23, Drew Zuha. The Brewers are coached by head coach Steve Dudley in his 9th season, assisted by the Iceman, James Benford, and Alec Berge.
All right, thanks once again to Ray Quinn for the introduction of the starting lineups for the home team Bruins. Gabby Moore, Josiah Smickens, Zakiah Mohammed, Ashton Arnold, and Drew Zuha. For the visiting Midland University Warriors, Ellie Bovard, Aaron Foxall, Grace Holmes, Zoe Sims, and Sarah Shepard. Coach, what do you look for here maybe as an early indication in today's game?
Well, I think turnover battle. I think taking care of the basketball is first and foremost. So I think whenever the Bruins take care of the ball, they do have a pretty good run and play pretty well. So that to me is the biggest key right now.
Not a real impressive record for the Warriors at 1-10, but in the NAIA, any given team can put up a good performance and come away with the victory on any given night. The home team Bruins control the opening tap. The Bruins in the white uniforms with purple trim. The Warriors in navy blue with orange and white trim. Bruins on the opening possession into the hands of Gabby Moore. Now Drew Zuha, top of the key. Here's Josiah Smickens again trying to look inside. Nothing available there. So Moore with the three-point attempt off the mark. The rebound controlled by the Warriors, Aaron Foxall.
The key there is getting Gabby going. Obviously, she's the main scorer, and she looks to shoot those threes. And if she can get on a tear, they can certainly help the Bruins.
First offensive possession for the Warriors. They work it around into the hands of Sarah Shepard. Shot off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Foxall comes up with it and banks it home. Aaron Foxall, the first person, the senior out of Semrek, Austria. 1 minute has gone by. The Warriors on top, 2-0. Third game of the day in part of this 4 points by Sheraton Classic. Drew Zuha with the three-point attempt. That's off the mark into the hands of Zoe Sims.
It's a good look by Zuha. Good penetration by Moore to give her a good look. If we have those open looks to three all day, we should be in pretty good shape.
Foxall on the drive. Double teamed by the Bruin. Helps out. Loose ball in the lane. Still loose. Finally, Foxall comes away with it, but the shot clock down to 10 seconds. Back into Foxall. Looking for a teammate. Shot clock down to 5. with the basketball is Grace Holm. A whistle blows, and we've got the turnover, or we've got a foul on the illegal screen set by Aaron Foxall. First personal, first team.
Good defensive set by the Bruins. They really forced them. Even if they didn't get that illegal screen call, they were going to be in a really tough spot to take a shot there as the shot clock went down.
Man-to-man defense is employed by both squads. Here's more. Bounce pass inside to Zakiah Muhammad. A kick out to Mickens. Back into Zakiah. Nice entry pass. Too far underneath, however, and her pass goes into the Midland bench.
This guy's really active inside. Sometimes she just gets a little bit out of control. When she settles down, she's in pretty good shape there, but she just got forced a little bit too far on the baseline and didn't really have a passing lane.
Josiah Mickens with the steal in the backcourt, and the Banks at home. The Bruins on the board first with the steal and bucket. 2 minutes gone by. We're tied at 2 apiece. Good pressure in the backcourt. Warriors get it across the timeline in the hands of Sarah Shepard. A whole crew of Shepard daughters have played at Midland University. Their older sister, Jess, played at the University of Nebraska and then at University of Notre Dame before becoming a member of the Women's National Basketball Association. Foul inside against the Bruins. That'll be the first personal foul against Ashton Arnold.
I think something to watch out for the game is Mankins playing full court defense. She can be a pest out there guarding the ball, and if she can put some pressure on the Midland guards, that could really cause Midland some problems.
Short jump shot in the lane, up and in by Zoe Sims, the freshman from Fredonia, Kansas. Her first basket of the night. Bruins back onto their offensive end again, trying to look inside. The over-the-top pass is deflected by Shepard. It'll go out of bounds and remain Bellevue basketball.
Kind of force that one a little bit. Need to keep her dribble and just be a little bit more patient with the offense. That's a really tough pass to throw across court and try to complete.
Over the last several wins for the Bruins, we've seen them feature the inside-outside game to try to get the ball to the post player. Then that opens up some shots for the guards around the perimeter or the easy look inside. Haven't seen that a whole lot today. Here's Drzuha, the drive in the lane, and she'll draw the foul. That'll go against Ellie Bovaird as she stuck out the knee trying to impede the progress. And they'll say in the act of shooting for Drew, so she'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
I think Drew will be a much more complete player. She's, sits out the three-point line a lot, and if she can get more aggressive, penetrating to the basket, it's going to open up more looks for her on the perimeter too. So it's good to see her, drive to the paint and get fouled.
First one is good. The Bruins back to within 1 point. Early minutes of quarter number 1. Zuha, perfect 2 for 2 from the line, and we're tied once again at 4. Again, that light backcourt pressure by the Bruins. Midlands gets it across the timeline into the hands of Sims. And now to Ellie Bovaird. She'll be the point guard, leading assist distributor for Midland on the season. Pass inside to Bovaird, Mickens, and now Arnold. Ball off the feet of Shepard, keeps it alive. The drive by Foxall tipped away off her foot, out of bounds. Nice hands, I think, by Gabby Moore. Got that deflection off the foot.
Another good defensive set. I think they have that high post move out to the free throw line, and the Bruins have done a really good job defending the back cut. So you see the Midland kind of feast off that a lot. We've defended it pretty well.
Moore into the lane, pulls up, gets the shot off the glass, up and in. First basket of the night for the Bruins' leading scorer, Gabby Moore. Gabby in her senior season for the Bruins, second-year member of the Bellevue squad. Conference newcomer of the year last year in her initial season at Bellevue. Long three-point attempt, that's off the mark on the miss by Grace Holm. Here's Ashton Arnold leading the controlled break up to the left side of the floor. Entry passes to Kai Mohammed. She's got Foxall draped all over her back. Whistle blows. Aaron Foxall will pick up her second personal foul, third team foul. First Bellevue substitutions of the game. Danielle Collier comes into the post position, and Brandy Dunn comes in as kind of that 3-4 position.
Of course, Collier, a product of Bellevue West High School, so it's good to see some local talent here on the squad this year.
Gabby Moore gets the roll off the rim and backboard to knock down her second basket of the night.
That's where Gabby's really effective. She can drive and score. Now they're going to have to go out and guard her. Then it's going to open up some opportunities at the three-point line as well. So
Gabby, the senior out of Webster Groves, Missouri. Drive to the basket, off the glass, up and in. Nice job with the left hand by Ellie Bovaird to cut the lead down to 2 for the Bruins.
Yeah, that was a good move. That was a tough basket.
Moore In traffic, contact made, shot off the mark, no whistle. Here's Bovair leading the break up the right side of the floor over by head coach Dave Denley, who wanted a foul called on the last play. Nice work inside by Danielle Coyer. She'll get the block and the steal, taking it away from Foxhall. Bruins quickly down the floor. No easy look open early. Brandy Dunn, her first touch into Danielle Coyer. Little spin move inside. Danielle with a nice athletic play.
Really good seal there by Coyer. She had the top side defender and lob pass. There's no backside help, so it was a really good feed and a really good seal.
3-point attempt off the mark on the shot by Sarah Shepard. Bruins clear it, head up the floor. Here's Dunn, and Brandy took one step too many, and she'll be called for the traveling violation.
I think it might have caught her off guard that she was that open, so sometimes got a little ahead of herself. But the Bruins are starting to make some baskets here. Field goals on 4 of their last 5 possessions going into that turnover, so really starting to shoot the ball well.
Jenna Weber and Katie Anna Peterson check in for Midland. Here's Grace Holm with the basketball under Brandy Dunn's pressure. Shepard with the basketball. Sarah Shepard over to the near side. First touch for Jenna Weber. Dangerous pass, Josiah Smicken, able to pick it off. Now it's a one-on-one foot race. Josiah uses the rim to her advantage and shoots with that right hand and knocks it in.
She's just such a good on-ball defender, and she anticipates the pass coming across the court as well. So if she can get some steals and get some easy buckets, because she doesn't look to score a lot offensively, so a lot of her baskets have to come in transition off of her defense.
Her point per game production has increased as the season has gone on. The Baltimore, Maryland native, another 3-point attempt. That one's blocked, and Brandy Dunn got a piece of that one. And the Bruins have stymied the Midland offense as of late. Here's Ashton Arnold. Gabby Moore over an open look by the Midland bench. It's a 3-pointer for Gabby. She's up to 7 points on the afternoon.
It's a really good rotation on the offense there by Ashton, getting Gabby an open look. And the Bruins now on a 7-0 run in the last minute 20 seconds, so really starting to get things clicking.
Coyer comes over to help on the inside drive, the up and under. Nice play on the baseline by KD Anna Peterson.
Well, I guess that was the announcer jinx on the 7-0 run. So
Gabby Moore loses the handle on the basketball into the hands of Grace Holm. 3.5 minutes remain in this first quarter. Top of the key into the hands of Bovair. She'll find a teammate in the corner. Well, a little bit too much mustard on that pass. Goes through the hands of Peterson and out of bounds.
It probably should have been caught. I think she kind of took her eye off it there. I don't think that pass was that bad. It probably should have been one that she secured and kept Midland in their offense.
Sakaya Muhammad checks back in for the Bruins, and in for the first time, Amina Hall. Had a nice visit with Amina's mom. She's in attendance here today. We talked about Denton, Texas, and we wish good luck to Amina in today's contest, so that looks goes well for her mom's visit.
Had a baseball player on our team from Denton, Texas. By the name of Zach Wilson, played for us in 2017 and 18.
We had an issue with the 30-second shot clock. Now it's been corrected. The Bruins continue on the possession. Here's Brandy Dunn over to Drew Zuha. Drew also checking back in. Gabby Moore, the quick first step around the defender. Baseline jump shot. Brandy having a 9-point first quarter.
She's just gotten so much better at shooting off the dribble, and she's a player that just works really hard. She's in the gym about every day when I come to the office, getting the shots up, and it's really good to see her playing the way she is her senior year. She's put a lot of time in.
Played at a couple of different schools before coming to Bellevue University. There's a nice pivot off the move by Jenna Weber for her first basket of the afternoon.
Thought that pivot foot might have moved. I thought we got away with the travel there, I think. So she ended up making a nice shot, but I think she might have got away with the travel that wasn't caught.
We'll call that an NBA move. Gabby Moore feeling it. 3-pointer from distance. Her second tray of the afternoon, up to 12 points already. We still have 7.5 minutes in this opening quarter. Brandy Dunn on defense, working against Bovair. Now Drew Zuha comes over on the double-team trap. Bovair able to get around it. The drive by Redding. Leah Redding with the basketball. Just checked in recently for Midland. Now Dunn all over her on defense. Nice give and go on the play. Another maybe a stretch of the pivot foot there, but accomplished by Leah Redding. and the basket makes it a 20-12 game.
That was one of those where you have great defense for about 22 seconds in the shot clock and then just have a tiny little lapse and we're able to get Midland to get a shot off. But that was good defense coming up to that point.
Dunn shot off the mark. Zakai Mohammed with the offensive board. Fresh 20 for the Bruins. There's going to be a whistle. Foul called on the play. It'll be the 4th team foul against the Warriors, so we're still not shooting free throws.
Well, both teams are really shooting it well right now. The Bruins are 8 for 12, shooting 67% from the floor, and Midland 6 for 11, shooting 55%. Midland's points are all coming in the paint, and the Bruins have kind of been scoring from all over the court.
Subs in for the Bruins. Entry pass on the inbounds play out to Drew Zuha. Here's Amina Hall. Josiah Mickens. Zuha, Drew with the shot from three-point line. That one did everything but go down.
Hit every piece of the rim before it fell off.
A whistle blows on the battle for the rebound. That'll go against Zakiya Mohammed. Her first personal second-team foul against the Bruins. 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
That was just a good hustle foul. She's going for the offensive rebound, and you'd like to see her battle for the boards there.
Bruins, other post player, Kaylee Denker. She's in uniform today after missing a couple of weeks with a knee injury. She's very heavily taped across the way. Let's see if she plays at all today. The work inside, that one's off the mark on the miss by Beauvert. Amina Hall clears a defensive rebound. She's double teamed inside, and a whistle blows.
A pretty quick whistle on that call too.
And they're going to say that Amina stepped on the baseline, so the ball will go back to Midland. Dave Denley pleading the case is Amina was being...
I think he called jump ball, actually.
Okay, it's Midland possession. To the top of the key, into the hands of Jenna Weber. Shot by Weber, that's no good. Again, Amina's in there battling for the rebound. It'll stay Midland ball.
And just in case anybody at home wants to know, I've never missed a call from the stands, either as the announcer helping out announce or on the baseline or the end line watching the game from there either.
Your favorite seat right over there on that auxiliary bleacher. Ed Lahotek over there, the Bellevue athletic director, watching today's contest. Working inside, nice job with the left hand by KD Anna Peterson. Hyphenated first name, KD, the letters, and then Anna.
Yeah, that was a good move. Faked inside and came back strong with the left hand. That was a really, really quality move.
Switching up to more of a zone look. Amina off the mark on that shot. The rebound to Jenna Weber. Bruins had a nice 7-0 run going. Now the Warriors trying to get back closer. They trail by 6. Drive down the lane. Shot no good. Amina, the one-handed rebound, pulls it in tight. Lee, adverb.
Yeah, the Bruins need to get a bucket here. They've kind of gone dry here the last couple minutes.
About 1 second difference between game and shot clock on this possession. Bruins will hold for the final shot. Again, the zone look by the Warriors, kind of a 1-2-2 look. Ashton on the drive, nothing available. Now back to Ashton. She'll launch. Shot off the mark with 2 seconds left. Midland will get the rebound, and that's how quarter number 1 will end. The Bellevue Bruins 20, the Midland Warriors 14. Hey, we forgot to mention, but if you would like to be part of our broadcast, we invite you to send along a text message to us. My number is 402-515-7654. It looks like we've got the tape at the bottom of the game. I don't know if, Chloe, if you can correct that or not. Oops. Yeah. Okay. As of now, we'll have to keep it the way it is there. Mayville State and Doane played the previous game, so now obviously we've got Bellevue and Midland. We'll see if maybe somebody from across the way can get up and fix that online. So we apologize. Both of our text messages have come with that, so sorry about that. Again, the text message number, if you would like to join us, 402-515-7654. Mick Krupski and Dwayne Monlux with you this afternoon, bringing you the broadcast. Dwayne, what's your impression so far of today's action?
Well, I think it's been pretty decent shooting by both teams. I think they cooled off a little bit. Midland's at 47% now. The Bruins are at 53%. So, you know, obviously the scoring for the Bruins has come heavily from Gabby Moore, who's been their most consistent scorer. So, she's back on the floor now, so hopefully she can keep that hot hand going.
60% of the Bruins scoring from Gabby Moore as we begin with quarter number 2. Here's Gabby now to Joe. Three-point look for Josias. It rolls out of the rim into the hands of Sarah Shepard, and Midland coming the other way. Quick ball movement on the drive by Leah Redding, stopped by Mickens. Now down the lane goes Jenna Weber. Her shot up against the side of the rim, however, no good. Mickens trying to lead the controlled break for the Bruins up the other way. Ashton on only one shot in that first quarter for Ashton. That's a great entry pass by Ashton. A foul's going to be called against Ellie Bovaird as she crashes into Zakaya.
Thought there could have been a foul call before the pass came in by Peterson. She was kind of hooking Zakaya there, and I think she got away with one. They ended up getting her back, getting the foul after that, but I think it probably should have been called before the second one.
Back to a man-to-man defense for Midland. New head coach Chris Burks in his first season, formerly a coach at Eastern New Mexico University. Here's Ashton from near the free throw line. That one swoops away, battle for the rebound. Comes away in the hands of Jenna Weber. Weber's done a nice job since coming into the game for the Warriors.
It's important for the Bruins to get Ashton going. She, her and Gabby are the two scoring people for the Bruins, and she's got to be able to make that 15-footer.
Shepard on the drive inside, bodies crash, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Sarah Shepard. Good job of holding ground underneath. I was just going to say a great pass from Shepard to her teammate Peterson, but the Bruins defense comes away with the turnover against Midland.
Ashton did a really good job of rotating over there and taking the charge, and she's really done a good job leading the team and kind of fills up the stat sheet. She just does so much for the Bruins squad.
Again to the hands of Moore. Here's Zakaya from distance. Bruin post players, all three of them can knock it down from behind the arc.
Well, I wasn't expecting that thing, but God will take it as the Bruins for Zakaya to step out there. I don't know if I've ever seen her shoot a three in practice even.
And actually looking at the stat sheet, that was her first three-point attempt of the season.
And she looked pretty confident on it. She just let it go.
We've seen Denker and Coyer make three-pointers already this season, but Zakaya very happy about that shot.
Well, the bench was very excited. I saw the whole bench jumping up and down there, so it wasn't something they were expecting, I don't think.
Whistle blows on the battle for the rebound. It'll go against one of the Bruins. That's Drew Zuha will pick up her first foul. Off the bench comes Zoe Sim. She was one of the starters for Midland. Back into the game. Bruins enjoying a 9-point lead. Midland's on the inbound play. Ellie Bovaird, the trigger person, gets it into Leah Redding. Across the way, hauled in by Ellie Bovaird. Crossover dribble, nice job by Zakaya, keeping her from an easy look inside. Couple of spins, that one's no good. Ashton Arnold comes away with the rebound. That's her third rebound of the game already. Gabby clapping her hands across the way. Wants to hold the basketball, drives in the lane. Nice give to Zakaya. Gabby Moore with the assist. Zakaya Mohammed with the bucket.
Great pass, easy bucket there. Phenomenal job by Moore seeing that going through the lane.
And that's going to be a traveling violation. Jenna Weber, one step too many, trying to work inside. Nice defense by Zakaya. And back on the floor for the Bruins, sophomore Kaylee Denker. Denker's missed the last couple of weeks with that knee injury. You can see her left leg very heavily taped.
Well, just watching Zakaya go to the bench, she has all smiles after that three-pointer, so I don't know if she was really expecting that thing.
Shaking hands with head athletic trainer Mike Livergood, also with assistant coach Alex Bogie, and a whistle blows.
Really good job by Ashton there on the slip screen. She went and set the pick and did the cut to the basket, wide open look underneath. She'll be kicking herself for that, making that one. It's a really good look by Denker. I mean, that was about as good a look as we're going to get inside.
Emma Russell checks in for the first time for the Bruins. Brandy Dunn back in as well. Emma, the junior out of Council Bluffs, Iowa. Nice pass inside. Shot too hard off the back of the rim by Ellie Bovaird. Midland regains possession. Fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock. Shepard, guarded by Denker. Tough shot inside. Good defense by Kaylee. She'll pull down the defensive rebound. I'm sure it feels good to be back on the floor for Kaylee. Contact made. Josias able to control the basketball.
I think it'll be interesting to see how long Denker can go, because obviously, if she's been taped up, she probably hasn't been able to do a lot of practice. So we'll see how winded she gets being out here, how many minutes she can give.
Denker, spin move inside, down the lane, has it stripped away. Redding gets credit for the steal, the turnover against the Bruins. Just their 4th turnover, and then a turnover the other way.
Good deflection there.
Emma Russell comes away with the basketball. Bruins set back up in their offensive set. Entry pass to Denker. Denker tries to work her way in, muscling inside, gets a shot off. It won't go down, but Kaylee will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. We're seeing the Bruins make that more concerted effort over the last several minutes of the first quarter, and now here in the second to get the ball for some inside touches.
Well, I think it's important. A lot of people think you get the ball inside and the bigs are just going to shoot it, but if they can get the ball inside, it opens up looks on the outside if they can kick out for open threes, and those inside-out three-pointers are the ones that the shooters have a real shot at making.
Denker, a 56% free throw shooter on the season, makes the first. Bruins up by 12 points, their largest lead of the afternoon. Again, the Bruins on a 3-game winning streak in NAIA competition, and then a couple of exhibition losses to Emporia State and UNO as Division II and Division I in the NCAA over the final week before Christmas break.
And if you remember, the Bruins were leading UNO 20-12 that first quarter when they played them.
Shot from distance, no good on the attempt by Zoe Sims. Denker clears away another rebound. Bruins back to work on offense. Just under 6 minutes before our halftime break. Drew Zuha with a nice move inside. You talked about her penetration. That was a great look there.
That was a tough shot, too. So a little old man City League basketball finger roll underneath there. So
the freshman out of Papillion La Vista High School, her first bucket of the afternoon. Spin move inside with the left hand. Nice play by Leah Redding.
Midland's done a lot of damage inside the paint. They haven't taken a lot of shots or made a lot of shots from outside, but man, they've just those layups, spinning layups inside.
Kaylee Denker, again an example of a post player able to shoot from distance. She knocks that one down.
Just like Zakiya earlier, she didn't even hesitate. She got her feet set, caught it in rhythm, and let it fly.
Bruins on the switch there, didn't exactly communicate. That left an easy look for Sarah Shepard inside.
Yeah, that was a bad. We had 2 people going with the dribbler, and that was an easy pick and roll there. We have to communicate better on that. That was way too easy of a basket.
Shepard picks up her first basket of the afternoon. Nobody with more than 4 points for Midland thus far in the game. They've distributed the ball well, scored it well by the number of people, but nobody with any big numbers. There's Denker working inside. A chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Kaylee gets an assist from Emma and Brandy.
She got her left shoulder wrapped, kind of hooked around the Midland defender there and got herself some leverage. We're able to get that shot off.
Kaylee listed at 6'1", the sophomore out of Lincoln East High School. And she makes the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Kaylee played some basketball under former Bellevue star Alexis Martinez. That's how she wound her way to Bellevue. Club basketball in the offseason. Alexis was one of the coaches. Alexis had a sterling career here in the early days of Bellevue women's basketball. Shepard on the drive, the pass, good ball movement by Midland. Drive inside, contact made, and a late whistle as Jenna Weber hits the deck. And that's going to go against Kaylee Denker, her first personal, 3rd team foul. Back into the game comes KD Anna Peterson.
Yeah, Kaylee was just half a second late on that rotation, and it was a good call. It wasn't blocked, but she was just a half second late there getting over.
First free throw is good. Weber averaging 13.2 points per game. She knocks both of them down there. 76% free throw shooter on the season, so she's money 2 times on that possession. We saw Midland go to a zone look at the end of the first quarter. They've stayed in the man-to-man the entirety of the second one. Here's Gabby Moore from distance once again, her 3rd tray of the afternoon. Gabby lighting it up.
That was set up really well by Emma Russell. She took one extra dribble, get in the key, forced the Midland defender to come off Gabby just a couple feet, and then the kick out and gave Gabby that wide open look at a three-pointer. Really good job by Emma Russell.
Three-point look off the mark on the attempt by Holm. The ball kept alive inside, and Midland able to cash it in. The basket by Jenna Weber. Weber averaging 13.2 points per game. Didn't get the start this afternoon, but she's been making an impact coming off the bench early on. Here's Gabby looking inside. Nothing available. Emma will drive, finds an open lane. Emma Russell with a nice drive to the hoop. Her first basket.
The old Tony Parker, shoot it off the wrong leg, right hand, right foot, right hand layup there. So
don't ask how, just ask how many. Huh? The old quote there.
Emma with a couple good offensive possessions back to back.
Brandy almost with the steal there, kept alive. An open shot for Weber in this near side. That's no good. Battle for a rebound taken away by Gabby Moore inside.
Good hands by Gabby, because we weren't set up very good possession-wise for the offensive rebound or for the defensive rebound. So they were to strip that ball after they got Midland had a clean rebound.
Good job by Emma on the side there to keep it in play for the Bruins. Kayla Denker made one a few minutes ago. This time a little bit short on the shot.
Yeah, just didn't have the same rhythm. You know, she got the kick-out pass before, so her feet were set. That was almost a hesitation shot, and then the three. And a lot of times the shooters will come up short when they do that. That's why it's very important for them to shoot the ball in rhythm.
Plus, Kaylee breathing a little more heavily, about 5 minutes on the floor for her in her first action in several weeks. Shot, bounces a couple times, no good. Emma Russell clears the board for the Bruins. Bellevue with a disadvantage on rebounds, but Drew Zuha knocks that one down. A couple of baskets in this second quarter for Drew.
It was a good look by Gabby, but Drew was open about 3 seconds earlier, so I didn't know if she was going to get her the ball or not, but got it to her late, but still had an open look there at the three-pointer.
Gabby Moore had the ball in her hands, then got a hand to the face as well. Lost control, but a foul's called. And there'll be free throws upcoming, as that's the 5th team foul of the quarter against the Warriors.
Well, the Bruins. I'm sorry, Mick, go ahead.
Mickens back in, Coyer back in. First time on the floor this afternoon for Anna Long, the freshman out of Lincoln.
The Bruins really started to heat up, making 6 of their last 7 field goals, and overall six three-pointers to Midland's 1. So Bruins are 43% from the three-point line to 11% for Midland right now from beyond the arc.
8 different Bruins in the scoring column already as Gabby makes the first free throw. 16 points for Gabby thus far. That's real close to her 17.4 points per game average coming in. Again, she's been in double digits every single game Bellevue has played this year.
Well, it's good to see Denker scoring some points, because Ashton's been struggling a little bit offensively tonight. So for Denker to come off and be able to put 8 points on the board here in the first half has been big for Bellevue.
Warriors working the ball around in the hands of Sarah Shepard. The drive switches to the left hand. The shot too strong, goes up once again. That's going to be a foul. Tough foul going to be called against Gabby. She held her position, but the way Shepard was positioned, she caught a good chunk of her arm going up. First personal against Gabby, 4th team foul against the Bruins. 2 shots here for Sarah Shepard. Shepard averages 7.5 points per game. At least 3 different Shepard sisters have made their college careers at Midland University. Their older sister played in the WNBA, may still be playing, not quite sure. Bellevue ahead by 20 points. Dangerous pass over the top of everybody in the hands of Drew Zuha. Again, the switch to the zone look, entry pass. Nice job on the entry pass by Gabby Moore to Danny Coyer for the basket.
Danny just sealed her off again. Same look that she scored on the basket earlier in the game. And Gabby just put just enough arc on it to get that ball over the defender.
Bruins getting 17 points from the 3 players in the post this afternoon. That's the kind of production head coach Dave Denley loves to see. Here's Anna Young. Her shot, nothing but net for the freshman from the outside. Anna Long, the 6-foot freshman, getting some playing time.
Well, Bellevue's assisted on 11 of their field goals have been assists, so doing a good job of sharing the basketball well, getting good open looks.
Inside to Foxhall. She's got 2 fouls. She hasn't been on the floor in a while. Under a minute to go. In fact, under 20. into Foxhall, guarded by Coyer. Kick out pass, Shepard for three. No good. Josiah Mickens has it. Game clock at 14 seconds ahead to Drew Zuha. Make that 12 assists as Josiah finds Drew. Final seconds of the half, counting down. Midland trying to get off one final shot before the buzzer. It's an off-balance shot by Grace Holm. It's nowhere near the mark, and the Bruins, with a great second quarter, have the halftime lead, 51-24.
Yeah, it was a great run by the Bruins, outscoring Midland 31-10 in the second quarter, and a lot of that came in about the last 4 minutes of the half, or excuse me, of that quarter, and the Bruins really starting to shoot the ball. 63% from the floor in the first half, 47% from three. Just an outstanding shooting performance by Bellevue.
Bellevue making them from inside and outside. Bruins with 7 3-pointers and 12 from inside the arc. So good distribution. As I mentioned, 8 different players on the mark for the Bruins. Let's take a quick look at some of the individual scores today. Oops, got to update that. For the Midland Warriors, Jenna Weber leading the way with 7 points. Leah Redding and KD Anna Peterson with 4 apiece. 3 points for Sarah Shepard, 2 apiece for Ellie Bovaird, Erin Foxhall, and Zoe Sims. For the home team Bruins, 16 points from Gabby Moore leading the way. Drew Zuha with 9, 8 for Kaylee Denker off the bench. Sakaya Mohammed with 5, Josiah Mickens with 4, Danielle Coyer with 4 as well. And a long one-shot 3-pointer made, and Emma Russell 1 for 1 with 2 points to her credit. So a nice job of coming out, distributing the basketball, scoring from a lot of different spots, from a lot of different people. Have the Bruins on a 2-1 advantage at 51-24.
Well, I think such a huge thing for the Bruins is, Gabby usually gets her points, but there's some games where, it takes her a lot more shots to get the points. She's only taken 8 field goal attempts, but made 6 of them. So obviously her being very, very efficient and sharing the basketball. She's got 16 points, but she's also got 6 assists. So when she is driving the ball, she's finding open teammates if Midland converges on her. So if she's able to keep obviously shooting like that, but distributing the ball like that, it bodes very well for Bellevue, and some of the surrounding players have made open looks too. So Drew's 1 for 3 from the 3-point line. Kaylee's 1 for 2. Zakaya, first career 3-pointer, so she should stop right now. Once she's 100%, she shouldn't shoot again. So that was like the old City League days for myself. If I made my first shot, then I quit shooting the rest of the game so I could end up 100% for the day. So
nowhere to go but down from there. Hey, we got a couple of, go ahead, finish your thought.
No, just a great start here for Bellevue, though. It's a phenomenal first half.
Couple of texts in the queue. Let's get to those. Let's go Bellevue from former player Aisha Scott listening in, and she's got some early New Year's Eve celebrating emojis there with their party hats. Aisha, good hearing from you. Let's go, Gabby and the Bruins. Love from Nana. Nana, glad you're joining us today. Teron Williams says, go Bruins. God bless. Teron, a Bellevue baseball player, or maybe his dad. I'm not sure which one, but we're glad you're listening in, keeping Coach in line here. If he makes mistakes, make sure you let him know about it the next practice. And again, we apologize. We've got the wrong teams. It'll be corrected at halftime as Bill is up here getting that done, so that will be corrected very shortly. We apologize for that. And one more. Let's go Ashford from TFAM. All right. I'm assuming that's for Ashton Arnold, but you never know.
Sounds about right.
There we go. So, again, if you would like to join us on the broadcast, the text message number is 402-515-7654. Mick Krupski and Dwayne Monlix will be back in just a little bit. Isn't that your wife across the way? She's coming up to give you a pat on the back. So
they were telling me I'm doing a poor job. So
and Ray Quinn, it's a party up here in press row here today. So.
Ray brought popcorn up here and didn't give me any, so we might have a problem with that. So.
All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break, about 6 or 7 minutes. You guys enjoy some beverages and snacks, and we'll be back in just a few. Right here on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Welcome back to the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. We are at our halftime break of the women's game where the home team Bruins lead it by a score of 51-24. Mick Krupski and Dwayne Monlux back with you for the second half action coming up in a little bit. Before we get there, we want to remind you that there's more basketball action tomorrow right here at the Lozier Center as day number 2 of the 4 Points by Sheraton Basketball Classic continues. At 12:30 p.m., Mayville State versus Midland women will be the first match of the afternoon. There'll be a men's game at 2:30 between Mayville State and Haskell Indian Nations University. At 5 o'clock tomorrow, the Bellevue women will be taking on Doane University, also of the Great Plains Athletic Conference. And then the nightcap of the tournament tomorrow at 7 o'clock, the home team Bruins take on Morningside University out of Sioux City, Iowa, and the Great Plains Athletic Conference.
That'll be a big game, too. I think Morningside, if I remember right, they're ranked maybe 14th in the country, so that'll be a real tough matchup for the Bellevue men.
So we'll have all those action for you. John Schreiner will do the first 2 games, and then we'll be back with you for the final 2 games to wrap up the 2024 4 Points by Sheraton Basketball Classic. Again, the Bruins and the Warriors as well, they're getting balanced scoring from a lot of different people. The Bruins having the advantage that those people who have scored a whole lot more. 16 points from Gabby Moore, combined 17 points from the post position of the 3 players. The leading scorer, Weber, with 7 for Midlands on their side of the ledger. What do you look forward here as we head to the second half?
Well, I think the Bruins still need to take care of the ball. They did a great job in the first half. Only had 4 turnovers to Midland's 10. So that was kind of one of the things we talked about at the beginning of the game is Bellevue's ability to take care of the basketball, and they did a really good job. Scored 16 points off turnovers, and Midland hasn't scored a single point off of a Bellevue turnover. So that was obviously a key part of the game. And those turnovers giving Bellevue just easy buckets has led the Bruins to shoot 63% from the floor. So hopefully the Bellevue can continue the good defense, especially on the perimeter outside the 3-point line. They've really given the Midland guards some fits just getting the ball around in their offense.
The Bellevue Bruins shooting 20 percentage points higher than their season average. So that's in part the stat with the 51-24 score. Midland with the first possession of the second half. We're back to the action. Working around the perimeter with the basketball are the Warriors. Bovair tries to drive inside, has a look from up and under, and she'll put it through. First point of the second half, the same for the first half. Midland Warriors get the first bucket.
Yeah, Muhammad just got stuck on the high side of that screen when the dribbler came down and wasn't able to drop down and help, so gave the Midland player a wide open look at a layup.
Bruins perimeter passing themselves, trying to look inside to Muhammad, but the zone defense from Midland designed to try to prevent that. There's a nice entry pass, however, tipped away from the backside by Sarah Shepard, the turnover against the Bruins.
Real good job coming off to intercept that ball by Shepard. She was guarding the wing player, and when that lob came in, she dropped down and got a hand on it and got the steal.
Aaron Foxhall on the drive. That's cut off by Zakaya Mohammed. Now here's Bovair, and Zakaya may have got a piece of that. It'll stay Midland ball, however, as the block wound up on the baseline.
Pretty good defensive rotation by Ashton Arnold there and Zakaya.
Time for our coach's salute. Haven't done that yet. Dave Denley, the head coach of the Bellevue Bruins, now in his 9th season, the only coach Bellevue women's basketball has known. His full-time assistant, James Ice Benford, been there the entire time, and first-year assistant, Alex Bogie. Here's the shot from three-point land, off the mark on the attempt by Grace Holm. And Josiah Mickens comes away. Bruins quickly ahead on the pass. Here's Drzuha. She'll drive, pulls up, and the Bruins will reset on the offense. For the Midland Warriors, Chris Burks in his first year. That's tipped out of bounds, and it'll go to the Midland Warriors. So the Bruins come up empty. And now we got a tip called, so the outside official will overrule that call underneath, so Bellevue will keep possession.
Yeah, I'd like to see Zuha penetrate there. I think she just forced that ball in a little bit too much, and we got a little fortunate that it got tipped out of bounds.
Contact made on the entry play. Drew Zuha hits the deck. Got a foul up coming, I do believe, as the floor gets a little tension.
Number 4,
Foxhall will quickly pick up her 3rd personal foul. She was saddled with 2 early ones in the first quarter. She'll stay in, however, at this point.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Usually they'll take once they get that third foul early in the third, coaches will go to their bench, but they're leaving her in and trusting her to play defense.
Gabby Moore has the shot blocked, but it's off her hand, so she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Big hand foul for the Warriors will be number 3.
That's foul against Ellie Beauvert, her second personal, second team foul. Gabby will step to the line. Gabby, a 60% free throw shooter on the season. That one won't go down. She'll step away from the line, get some encouragement from all 4 of her teammates.
A little surprising, as much as she shoots and can hit the threes and has been a pretty good shooter this year. To see her struggles at the free throw line is kind of bizarre.
Abby might have gotten some new shoes for Christmas time. I don't recall those shiny shoes she's got. There must be good luck for her. She's already had 16 points in today's game.
You're asking the wrong person. I couldn't tell you. They just like purple and black shoes. So.
Stolen away by Joe Mickens on the 2-and-1 break. Bruins don't press that advantage. Outside to Ashton Arnold. Ashton a shot off the side of the rim. No good. Zakaya inside, battling for that rebound. A foul's going to come on the play against one of the Warriors. It won't be a shooting situation, but the Bruins will retain possession.
Yeah, I thought Minkins could have taken that to the rim. I thought she had the advantage there down the court. She ended up kicking it out to Gabby. I thought if she took that thing all the way to the hoop, she could have got a layup.
Zoe Sims called for the foul. That's her 4th. So a couple of Midland players now in some serious foul difficulty. Ashton misses the short shot inside. A little frustrated with herself as she heads back on defense. Into the hands of Foxhall, the Austrian native. Now over to Jenna Weber, their leading scorer. Foxhall again working against Zakai. Zakai gets back on defense. A shot up and in, however. A nice reversal there by Aaron Foxhall for the basket.
Yeah, that was good defense. Foxhall just made a really good move. Zakai was in a great position, and now just a tough shot.
Gabby runner in the lane. That's up and in. Gabby Moore now with 18 points. Her first bucket of the second half.
That's a move that she really added to her repertoire this year. I don't recall her shooting many of those shots, but she's really done that running teardrop type of shot, and she kind of shoots 1 or 2 of those a game now.
Foxhall turns around a little bit too short. Zuha with the rebound, heads the other way, leading the Bruins charge. Trailer Mickens inside Mohammed, over to knocked away by Foxhall. Nice defensive play by the Midlands post player.
Good look by Mohammed, but just a half a second late. She had Arnold cutting to the basket and just saw her a half a second late. Otherwise, Ashton would have had a layup there.
Zakai will pick up the foul on that shot inside. That'll send Sarah Shepard to the free throw line. Brandy Dunn checks back in for the Bruins. And they'll say the foul is on Mickens rather than Mohammed. Danielle Coyer also checking back in for the Bruins. Zakai will get a break. First, a handshake from head coach Dave Denley across the way. So Zakaya and Gabby both getting a little breather on the Bruin bench.
I think any time that Coyer can get into now, just get her more and more experience. Obviously, she's just a freshman, and with Kaylee being out and not getting as many minutes, it's Danny's turn to get in there and see what she can do. I think she's just going to get better the more reps she gets.
It's a big difference between the high school level of basketball and the college level. When I interview players after the game, that's one of the things they always talk about, how much faster the college game is.
And just how much stronger the athletes
yes.
are. You get to college and they hit the weight room and the speed, and it's a big adjustment.
Dunn pass over the top of everybody into the hands of Drew Zuha. Druha a little bit too strong. The rebound cleared by Ellie Beauvert.
That ball looked good. I was right in line, perfect line for that shot. I thought it was going in. That was straight on just the back of the iron.
Just a hair too strong. That's going to be an offensive foul charge against Jenna Weber. She used that forearm to clear off Brandy Dunn.
It's a second charge Arnold's taken. She's got that old, she's been at it the college game for a while now, so she's got all those savvy moves. So it's a second charge she's taken. Again, one of those things you don't really see on the score sheet, but she has so many positive effects on the game.
Brandy Dunn working off that high screen by Coyer. Danny thought about the shot, pulled it big on the drive, back out to Mickens, into Danny. Nice job. Good defense by the Midland Warriors. However, Danny with persistency on the play, she'll put it in for the bucket.
She kind of lost where she was at right away when she got the ball and kind of just threw it up, but lucky it came right back to her, and then she powered it up the second time. 6
points for Coyer on the afternoon. A whistle blows. Contact after the shot. So free throws upcoming for Aaron Foxhall. Drew Zuha picks up her second foul for the Bruins. Bellevue with 2 team fouls in this quarter, 4 for the Warriors. Erin Foxall averaging about 8.3 points per game. 80% free throw shooter as well. She's been hampered by fouls this afternoon. Makes both free throws there. Those 6 points for Erin Foxall. Here's Josiah Mickens quickly down the floor. Sorry, Dwayne.
No, go ahead.
She surprised me how quickly she got that ball up the floor. Brandy loses the handle temporarily. Foxall able to get it to a teammate. And the Bruins a little sloppier in this second half than the first half with handling the basketball. Baseline drive. Mickens tips it away, however, and we've got a tie-up. Possession arrow will point to the Bellevue Bruins. Ashton Arnold in there again with her gritty play. May have taken a shot to the back of the head in that scrum.
I thought she had that ball clean. I thought that probably should have been a foul more than a jump. I mean, either way, it's Bruin ball, but I think Midland probably got away with a foul there.
Bruin still up by a bunch, 23 to be exact.
And again, I've never missed a call from up here or on the baseline. So,
you ever referee basketball?
I should just take a whistle and get up in the stands. I never missed a call from up here.
That's everybody's dream. Here's Drew Zuha, a little bit too strong off the glass. Coyer with the putback. That one's off the side. The rebound to Jenna Weber.
Well, if the Bruins keep getting shots in the key, I think that bodes well for the game. So they're getting good looks. Just got to get a couple of them to fall here.
Nice crossover and drive by Sarah Shepard for the basket. 5 points for her. Josias will be fouled on the play by Shepard. And that'll be the 5th team foul. So Joe will get a couple of free throws here. Amina Hall and Gabby Moore back in for the Bruins. And for the Warriors, Leah Redding and KD Anna Peterson.
You know, the Bruins were a little fortunate there. Josiah got a little bit deep in the key and didn't have a whole lot of room to dribble and kind of got the ball kicked away from her a little bit. So I think we're pretty fortunate we got a foul called there.
Not quite the friendly roll Joe wanted on that one. 6.4 points per game for Mickens. Her scoring has increased as the season has progressed. She hits that second free throw.
And I think that's something important for Mickens is to look to score because she does have the ball in her hands a lot, her and Gabby, and the more active she can be and aggressive, I think it helps the Bruins offensively a lot more.
Quick turnaround shot by Ellie Bovaird, misses everything, but battle for the rebound winds up in a tie-up, and Midland has the possession arrow pointing their way. 4:23 remaining in the third period. One more game yet to follow this evening as the Bellevue University men will take on Haskell Indian Nation University out of Kansas. Shot from the corner is good. Ellie Bovaird missed her previous shot pretty badly, drew air, but turns right around from the three-point corner and knocks that one down.
She had her feet set. When she got that ball, she was ready to shoot. That was a high arcing shot, went right, and just buried it.
Gabby Moore on the drive, uses the glass for the basket. She's fouled, so another chance for a three-point play for the Bruins as the foul will be called on Ellie Bovaird. Her third personal as Kaylee Denker checks back in, replacing Danielle Coyer.
For the Bruins, for the and one, it's Gabby Moore.
Gabby over the 20-point mark once again. I believe that's her 5th time this season that she's gone over 20.
And catches.
And make it 21 with the free throw. Timeout on the floor with 4:05 remaining in the third period. It's the Bellevue Bruins 59 and the Midland Warriors 37.
Well, Midland's got a couple girls in foul trouble. Sims with 4 and Foxhall and Bovaird both with 3. So it'll be interesting to watch that for the next 14 minutes of the game to see if how that affects them here.
Go Bruins! The Van Blaricons in Missouri are cheering on Mimi and the rest of the Bruins. Delaney, a Bellevue women's basketball player for a 4-year, maybe 5-year career with that extra COVID year. Glad you guys are watching in, cheering all the way from Missouri. Again, if you'd like to be part of our broadcast, you can send along a text message. The number is 402-515-7654. And you can watch live on the YouTube network as well. 63 people right now are joining us. Midland back to work on offense. Entry pass Inside to Peterson. Again, entry pass, this time a kick out. Open look for Shepard in the corner. Sarah Shepard knocks that one down. Back-to-back three-pointers from that far corner for the Warriors.
They found their spot over there, back-to-back shots in the same spot, but they've been moving the ball pretty good, and they've been open looks for those to hit the three, and they've knocked them down.
Amina Hall, top of the key. Now Gabby Moore. Oh, Gabby may have gotten away with one there. Drives, cut off in the middle. Mickens drives, kick out pass. Open look for Brandy Dunn. Brandy off the side of the rim, no good. Tracked down by Leah Redding.
Dunn's capable of making that shot. It was a good kick out from Minkins, penetrating dish. If she can make those, that's going to help out.
That three-point attempt is off the mark. Kaylee Denker with the rebound. That's her third to go along with 8 points. Coming back off that injury. Man-to-man defense for Midland. They've switched up a couple different times. A nice entry pass to Kaylee Denker in traffic. Again, Kaylee winds up on the floor. Shades of Laura Jurek, who graduated a couple years ago. Laura was always a tough player inside. She would go to the floor quite frequently. In fact, had a back injury for a while that kind of hampered her, so you kind of held your breath every time she went down. 2 shots for Kaylee Denker. Kaylee, a 56% free throw shooter on the season. And her percentage will go up a tick or two with that one.
4 for 4 today on the free throw line. So
chance to work on her free throw shooting when she was off the court for a while. And the announcer's jinx didn't hit you there, Dwayne. So
thought it was coming for sure.
Again, little light backcourt pressure designed to take some time off the shot clock.
I think sometimes they put that ball pressure on. It's not that necessarily trying to get a steal. They're just trying to not give Midland a ton of time when they get the ball past the timeline to get their offense going.
Drive into the lane by Weber. Tipped away and a foul call from the outside official. And that will go against Brandy Dunn. Brandy picks up her first personal. That's the third Bellevue team foul in this quarter with about 2.5 minutes to go. Kick out pass into the hands of Shepard. Now to Weber. Inside. Kaylee Denker with the block, but right back into the hands of Leah Redding. She'll kick it out. Good ball movement. Open look from this near side for Bovaird, and she'll knock down the tray. Well, the Warriors only had 1 3-pointer in the first half. They've added 3 more here in this third quarter. Bounce pass to Dunn. Brandy shot. Rolls around the rim, but won't go down. Shepard pulls down the rebound. That's her 6th rebound. That leads the way for the Warriors this afternoon. I guess it's evening time now. It's after 6 o'clock. Bovaird looking for help from a teammate. Gets it to Redding. And Ashton goes to the floor. Bovaird had her around the neck, basically, and knocked her down, but the officials didn't see it or didn't call it anyway. Here's Redding, hammered there. Shot clock down to 1. They say no shot. 30-second shot clock violation. And the turnover gives the ball back to the Bruins as Zakiya Muhammad checks back in.
Yeah, Arnold's talking to the official there, asking what he saw, and he said he didn't see anything, and apparently he didn't.
Wow.
And no one else did either, except for Arnold was laid on the ground pretty hard there. So
almost had to get a neck brace for her on that one. All right, here we are. Back to the action. 1.5 to go. Bruins with a couple of post players in simultaneously here.
A different player grouping here, so we'll see how it works with the 2 post players.
Hey, Kaylee Denker, she's loving her time back on the floor for that couple-week layoff after the knee injury. That's her 2nd 3-pointer of the night, 11 points on the game.
Again, the 2 3-pointers she made, they were in rhythm. The one she missed was kind of the double pump and the hesitation one, so when she got that ball in rhythm and has confidence shooting it, that was nothing but net.
Weber, no good on the shot. Denker will get credit for the rebound as she and Brandy Dunn both had simultaneously.
Denker with 13 now off the bench.
She's had a career high of, I believe, 27 back in her freshman year. And she'll be called there for the illegal screen. Kind of got that left leg out a little bit too far. Got to be stationary on the screen. That's just her 2nd personal foul, 4th team foul with 42 seconds.
I don't understand the legal screens, how they call them and how they don't. That looked like a pretty good screen to me, just handing the ball off. So I don't know where that call came from.
Baseline drive, Bovaird, kick out to Weber, shot rattles around. Ashton Arnold comes away with the basketball. Gets it ahead to Kaylee Denker. Denker, don't really see her being the point guard too often, so she quickly gets it over to Gabby Moore. A couple of possessions remaining. Maybe this might be the final one. Trying to look inside to Mohammed. Tipped out of bounds by Katie Anna Peterson.
That was a good recovery by Peterson, because I thought Zakaya had her sealed off, and when Ashton threw the ball in for that lob, she was able to get around and knock it out of bounds. Really good defense.
16 seconds remaining. Shot clock has been turned off, as the Bruins will more than likely hold for the final possession. Dave Denley directing traffic across the way. Mohammed comes up for the high screen. Kaylee Denker, a nice head fake and got the defender out of the way, steps inside the arc and knocks down the two-pointer just before the buzzer. Kaylee Denker now with 15 points in 9 minutes on the floor. That's a pretty good percentage.
Well, she's been incredibly efficient. That was a great ball fake, got the defender up in the air, just took one dribble under control, got her feet set, hit the jumper, but she's able to do that because she's made 2 3-pointers that were wide open. So now you're forced the defense to run out and defend you, and then you can give the pump fake and drive by. So if you're not making those 3-pointers, the defense isn't going to come out as hard.
Well, the Bellevue Bruins enter the final quarter with the lead of 66-43, a 23-point advantage. It's been 20-plus for most of this third quarter, now heading into the fourth.
Midland did a much better job against the Bruins that quarter, actually outscoring the Bruins 19-15, but Bellevue's built such a big lead at halftime. You can afford to give up a few points and still be in a very comfortable 23-point lead here. So, and you got to give Midland credit. They came out and they shot the ball extremely well that quarter, made some 3-pointers, had some wide open looks and knocked them down. So I think they made 4 3-pointers, made 3 3-pointers that quarter. So, but the Bruins still, very much in control of this game.
One of the stats, Dwayne, you pointed out earlier was the points off of turnovers. At that point, it was like 15-0 or something like that. It's still a huge advantage. 21 points off of turnovers for the Bruins to only 2 for the Warriors. That's been the story of the game.
And even though the Bruins are up by 23, kind of an interesting stat. We've been out-rebounded by 8, 28-20 on the rebounds, which is kind of a striking stat there. So, but a lot of points in the paint. 28 for Bellevue, 24 for Midland. So, very evenly matched there.
Here we go with quarter number 4. The Bellevue Bruins have the opening possession. Again, one final time, that text message number if you want to join us, 402-515-7654. Ashton Arnold will head to the free throw line as Ellie Bovaird had a good portion of her wrist in the attempt to try to block that shot.
Bovaird actually played pretty good defense on that whole possession till the hack at the very end. Ashton wanted to kind of a step-through shot. She defended it very well and kind of bailed Ashton out there.
And there's Ashton's first points of the game. Kind of rare for her to be at that 0 mark heading into the final quarter, but she's also contributed in many other ways besides point scoring. 4 rebounds, couple of assists, and now 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
And she also, again, something doesn't show up there, she's also taken 2 charges too. So she does a lot that you don't see. Fourth year member of the Bruins squad, been a starter for almost the entirety of her career. Drew Zuha will pick up the foul there, crashing into the Midland player. Inbounds play for the Warriors. Ellie Bovaird will be the trigger person. Trying to run a couple of screens down low. Knocked out of bounds by Mickens. It'll stay Midland possession, about 5 feet, 6 feet to the left of Ellie Bovaird. Again, Bruins doing a good job trying to deny the entry pass. Bovaird to Redding. Leah Redding with the basket with about a 12-foot jumper. Yeah, that was a good move. 2 dribbles and just straight up, a nice release. Easy shot there. That was a good move.
Bruins working the basketball. Zuha on the dribble. Josiah Mickens will reset it for the Bruins. Drive in the middle, draws a double team, gets it to Gabby Moore. Gabby's cut off by Redding. She'll step back behind the arc, won't go down. And the rebound pulled down by Peterson. Nice job boxing out inside by her. That pass winds up in the bleachers. Shepard a little bit too tall for Redding, trying to work down this right-hand side. Zoe Sims checks back in for Midland.
That was a tough shot for Gabby. She's trying to, as the shot clock was winding down. Still had a little bit of time. I thought she maybe rushed it just a touch, but the step back three-pointer is probably not the best one for her. She's made it a few times, but she's much better, obviously, shooting it in rhythm.
Bruins working inside to Denker. Nice grab with the fingertips. Working inside, turnaround shot off the glass and in. Kaylee's having one of the best games that she's had in her 2 years as a Bellevue Bruin.
She's feeling it, and that was one that was good because a lot of times she'll try to force the ball to the baseline and try to just jump through the defender, and she just squared up, did the old Tim Duncan bank shot there, so that was a good move.
Redding from the outside, a little bit short. Drew Zuha able to corral it. Denker with 17 points now.
Yeah, she's 5 for 6 from the floor, 2 for 3 from the three-point line.
And a traveling violation there. Just kind of got ahead of herself a little bit.
Thought she was going to shoot it. She had her feet underneath her, and with the confidence she felt, I thought she was going to let it fly. So that's one of those where you're trying to be a little bit unselfish. She probably should have just shot it.
Ellie Bovard brings the ball across the timeline. Again, the Bruins continuing with their harassing man-to-man defense. Into the corner to Bovard. Now to Redding, steps into the lane, then steps back out as nothing was available there. Shot clock down to 10. Three-point attempt on its way, and it's good. Knocked down by Jenna Weber. Weber now with 10 points. So 3 Midland Warriors in double digits with 10 points. Bovard, Weber, and Shepard.
I couldn't tell there if we were in a zone or a matchup zone or man-to-man. That was kind of a tough defensive look. I don't really know what we were doing on that last one.
Here's Joe Mickens from the wing of the free throw line, knocks that one down. Mickens with 7 points.
She can shoot those, and that's something that I think during the course of the year that really is going to help this Bellevue team a ton. If she'll start to have a little bit more confidence in taking that shot, because she's certainly capable of making those 17-footers.
Kaylee Denker will be called for the foul. Got that accidental trip inside as Leah Redding trying to make a move inside. Back in comes Grace Holm. 7:10 to go. Still no free throw shootings. That's only the second team foul against Bellevue. Only one against Midland. Again, Midland out of Fremont, Nebraska. These two schools play each other many times over the years in many different sports. Bounce pass over to Zuha on the run by Mickens. Joe, top of the key. Now to Kaylee Denker. Open look for Drew Zuha from the corner. That was a little bit off the mark into the hands of Leah Redding.
Even though she missed it, that was a great offensive set for the Bruins. Kaylee got the ball, didn't force it, kicked it out for a wide open three. I know Coach Denley will take that all day long if they get those looks during the course of the game.
Shot from distance. Again, this one's off the mark into the hands of Zuha. Now Denker. And here come the Bruins. It's a 3-on-2 advantage if the Bruins can press ahead. Ashton Arnold has her shot knocked out of her hands. It'll stay Bellevue basketball. A nice defensive play by Jenna Weber. Zakaya Muhammad and Brandon Dunn back in for the Bruins. Sarah Shepard back in for the Warriors.
Jenkins even tricked me out on that. I thought for sure she was kicking it out to Gabby for a three-pointer and then just did the little quick handoff to Arnold there on the layup before she got fouled.
Aaron Foxhall also checks in for the Warriors on that stoppage. 22 seconds on the possession. Gabby Moore, three-point attempt, it's good. That's her first tray of this half, but her fourth on the game.
Again, those rhythm three-pointers, that's so key for her. Her feet were set, she came in off rhythm, wasn't a step back, she gets her feet under, she's just a deadly shooter when she does that. It's just, when she's able to do that, the Bruins are going to be in great shape.
Emma Russell checks back in. Gabby now with 24 points, along with 4 rebounds and 4 assists in 25 minutes on the floor.
And again, so efficient. She's 9 for 12 from the field, 4 for 6 from the three-point line. Really, the only place she struggled is on the free throw line, where she's 2 for 5. But just a super efficient day for Gabby.
And here the Bruins go back to that kind of a zone look you talked about earlier, Dwayne. Sarah Shepard forces her way through the middle of it. A bank shot for the basket. Sarah Shepard takes the team lead with 12 points.
Get another good defensive set. Just made a tough shot. Sometimes they're going to make good plays, and the opponents, and that was good defense and tough shot.
Zakai Mohammed. Shepard will draw the foul there as she crashed into the back of Zakaya on the play. I should wait for it to be official, but yes, now the fingers come up from the official. That's the third personal against Shepard.
And Bovard and Sims are both sitting there with four fouls for Midland.
Bounce pass inside to Zakaya. Foxhall on defense. Bruins reverse the basketball into the hands of Russell. Now Mickens, shot clock in single digits. Emma Russell a little bit short on that shot. Shepard with the board. 5:20 to go. Good head fake by Grace Holm. Got Ashton Arnold in the air. Ashton will be called for the foul as she came down on the side of the body of Holm.
That was a good foul by Arnold. She's going to give up a wide open three if she doesn't foul her, and she fouled her on the ground so she doesn't get free throws. Giving up threes is the only chance probably Midland has to really get back in the game. So it was actually a pretty smart foul.
Anna Long back on the floor for the Bruins. She made her only first half shot, a three-pointer. Anna started the year on the bench for the Bruins and has gotten a few more minutes as the season has gone on. Inside, blocked by Zakaya Mohammed. Bovaird made a look to her left, to her right, and then Zakaya stuffed it right back down. Entry pass to Zakaya. Foxhall able to deflect it away.
Yeah, Mankins just forced that in there a little bit. I think she's a little bit more patient with the offense. That was a tough, really, really tough pass to complete. There's two defenders down at the bottom on Zakaya.
Sarah Shepard off the mark with that one. There's going to be a foul called in the battle for the rebound. And that'll be the fourth team foul against Bellevue, so still not quite to that shooting situation. Emma Russell picks up her first.
We'll see who steps up offensively for the Bruins here. Got a lineup in here that not a lot of people have scored many points, so it'll be interesting to see what we do on this next offensive possession.
Long three-point attempt is off the mark on a shot by Grace Holmes. Zakaya pulls down the rebound. That's her third of the game.
Again, the Bruins out-rebounded 32-24 in the game. It's kind of crazy to think about with a 25-point lead that you've been out-rebounded that much.
Zoe Sims on the defensive rebound for Midland. She'll bring it across the timeline on the dribble. Nice head fake there by Bovaird. Her shot, however, won't go down, but Sarah Shepard is there to clean it up.
Here's another interesting stat. Second chance points, 18 for Midland, 0 for Bellevue.
Wow.
So, and then think about that with the 23-point lead, you wouldn't expect that.
Now, Bellevue's making a lot more shots. Here's Anna Long from three-point distance. That one's no good. Erin Foxhall pulls down the rebound. Bruins haven't needed a lot of second chance opportunities because they're shooting 55% of the game, but still you would think at some point they would have had an opportunity. Here's Bovaird once again. Working inside, tipped away by Zakaya out of bounds. It'll stay Midland possession, however. Danny Coyer back in, Amina Hall back in for the Bruins. So Coyer will be the post. Hall, kind of a hybrid forward guard position. On defense there. Foxhall, top of the key, shoots the shot, off the mark, no good, and Josiah Mickens will track it down in the corner. Mickens picks up her fifth rebound. Mickens over 5 rebounds per game for the Bruins. Not bad for somebody listed at 5'6". Coyer, the head fake and drive against Foxhall, and that pass is going to go past the timeline. Hustled down the floor by Grace Holmes, and she'll get the basket on the turnover.
Yeah, a little disappointing there. Like, see our effort a little bit better going after that loose ball, at least give them over and back call. Then the Bruins have a chance to set up their defense. So we got to get a little better job of hustling after that ball there.
Hall to Russell. Emma into the lane. Head fake. Her pass deflected by Shepard. Kicked around a little bit inside. Still loose on the floor, and now Shepard will pick it up. Symmetric time, 2:22.
I don't think Coach Denley's happy with the last couple possessions. Kind of sloppy basketball for the Bruins. So
a lot of the bench players on the floor, so not always the opportunity to play a lot together. There's a nice thread of the needle pass from the outside by Joey Sims to Erin Foxhall for the basket. Dave Denley will call the timeout just to get the substitution in. That sub is Drew Zuha, and also coming in is Maylee Malone. Maylee, the freshman out of Omaha. Amina will trigger it in as we're back to the action. 75-56 for the first time in a long time. The Bruins lead has been cut to under 20. 19, Amina, make it Amina! Rolls off the rim and out of bounds.
Well, Midland's on an 8-0 run in the last over the last 4 minutes. On an 8-0 run, and Bruins have a scoring drought in about 4.5 minutes here, so just need to get a couple good looks and try to knock a shot down.
Emma Russell back in for the Bruins. She'll enter it here on the inbounds play. Long trying to get free, and she takes a shot to the head.
Foul charge to the Warriors, number 20.
That's going to go against Zoe Sims, and that'll be her 5th personal foul. So Sims, only 2 points today, 5 fouls, 3 rebounds, 1 assist is her line score for the day. That entry pass winds up in the hands of Jenna Weber. 1:45 to go. The Bruins, as Aaron Foxhall turns around and knocks that one down. Foxhall putting up some late points. That'll take her to 10 on the afternoon or evening, or both. The lead has been whittled to 17, but again, both teams playing hard all the way to the finish. Amina Hall, a 3-point look. That looks good from here, and it looks good from there. Malone will get the assist, and Hall will get the bucket.
That was a good catch by Malone, because that pass was tough. I didn't think she was going to be able to catch it. Then to kick it out to Mimi for the 3-pointer was pretty awesome.
Sarah Shepard in the traffic. Good defense by Coyer and Hall to deny that look inside. 1 minute to go. And again, don't forget, we'll stick around for our post-game wrap-up where we'll visit with one of the Bellevue players and also head coach Dave Denley. And then after that, the men's game will finalize day number 1. Bellevue against Haskell Indian Nations. Nice play by Anna Long. Got the friendly tap off the rim for her 2nd basket of the night. Three freshmen on the floor for the Bruins right now, along with Amina, who's a senior, and Emma, who's a junior. Aaron Foxhall on the drive to the basket.
And one thing that's good here at the end, about the last 3 minutes, been able to get some bench players in, get them some minutes. Sometimes when the team's up by a bunch, the kid might get in for the last 15 seconds of the game or so. So it's good to get them, the kids sometimes don't get a lot of playing time. Get them out here, get them some experience in actual game time other than, 1 or 2 possessions. So good to see that we were able to build a good enough lead to let those kids get into the game.
Final seconds counting down. And there's the final buzzer. Our final score, the Bellevue University Bruins 80, the Midland University Warriors 60. With the victory, the Bellevue Bruins now 10-3 overall. A great start to the season for the ladies. With the loss, Midland University drops to 1-11 for their start.
Well, it's always good for the Bruins to beat a GPAC team. I think the GPAC overall is one of the top probably 2 or 3 leagues in NAI women's basketball, and to play Midland, who's had a struggled, but the GPAC is such a powerful league in basketball. So anytime we get the experience of playing those types of teams, it's going to pay dividends down the road, and it's going to be a good game for us tomorrow playing against Doane.
I think 7 of the 12 GPAC schools qualified for the NAIA Women's Basketball National Tournament last year, so that speaks to the quality of the league. Some final stats to throw at you. The Bellevue women finally shoot in the end, 55% on the afternoon, 41% for Midland. The Bruins make 10 3-pointers to 5 for Midland. The Bruins 12 of 16 from the free throw line for 75%, 7 of 8 for the Warriors at 85%. Again, that stat about rebounds, Midland out-rebounds the Bruins on the evening, but the points off of turnovers, 25-11 in favor of Bellevue. So 2 stats kind of going the opposite way in this one. For the Midland Warriors, Sarah Shepard winds up with 14 points to be the top scorer. Aaron Foxhall added 12. Ellie Bovaird with 10 points as well for Jenna Weber. Leah Redding had 6. Katie Anna Peterson had 4. And 2 points apiece for Grace Holm and Zoe Sim. For the Bellevue Bruins, Gabby Moore, again the team leader on the season. The team leader today with 24 points, including 4 from behind the arc. A great game for Kaylee Denker coming off a 3-week injury hiatus. 17 points for her, including 5 for 6 of shooting from the floor and 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Drew Zuha winds up with 9 points. Josiah Smickens with 7. Danielle Coyer with 6. Sakaya Mohammed and Anna Long 5 points apiece. Amina Hall finished with 3, 2 points for Emma Russell, and 2 points for Ashton Arnold. So again, a great team effort today by the Bruins. Individual scoring and helping their teammates as well with 18 assists on 29 made baskets for the Bruins.
Well, the Bruins 33 bench points today. That was awesome. You know, half of that coming from Kaylee, who had a really good game, you know, coming off the bench and making some couple three-pointers and making all 5 of her free throw attempts, too. So it's good to see her getting up and down the floor, being able to play, you know, multiple minutes after taking that big break. So that's going to be key for any success the Bruins have down the road is how well she plays down the stretch.
The Bellevue Bruins will take on Doane University tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. Doane coming out on the short end of an 84-82 game against Mayville State in our first game today. So, Dwayne, we're going to have you give up the headset. Yeah, swing that over this way, please, so we get us here. All right. Gabby, congratulations. Another great game for you and your teammates today. Let me flip back over to this page here. 24. Yes, there we go. 24 points. I think that's the 5th time this season you've gone over the 20-point mark.
Yep, something like that.
Something like that. You've been in double digits every game. It's hard to keep track. I lose count
Right.
after I get to 10. So,
Yep.
But in addition to that, 7 assists. You got a rebound as well. So a very complete game for you tonight.
Yep.
You knew coming after Christmas break, sometimes teams, you know, get a little bit out of sync. They're a little rusty after the layoff.
Right.
How many practices did you guys have before today's game?
About 3. I mean, I would say one getting back into shape and stuff like that, and after 2 real practices, but just technically 3. And, you know, just getting the shots in and then getting back in shape and then just getting used to being with each other again. 3.
You guys were in mid-season form. What did you do over the Christmas holiday? You're from Webster Groves, right?
Yes.
Got a chance to go back home?
Yes, I did. I got to see family. I mean, just hang out with family and my friends and stuff like that. Just quality time and stuff like that.
I haven't asked you that this season. What's your favorite thing, a long three-pointer or a drive to the basket and making a layup with contact? Or you love them both?
I love them both, but if I had to choose one, I say the 3. I like shooting them right in their face and they can't do nothing, you know?
Your shooting percentage has been great on the season. Individually, let's see, where are you here? 37% individually from, well, I think it's higher today with your shooting percentage today. Are you one of those gym rats? Are you one of those people who just love being in the gym any time of day or night, getting some shots in, even working on your own?
Yes, I am one of those players. You can ask anybody here. I'll be the first one to the gym. That's my goal every morning, to get here first and get my work in. And just being consistent, and that's what it comes with great players. You got to be consistent. Even when on the hard days when you don't want to come, you got to be consistent. You got to get in the gym, get your shots up. So, yes, I am one of those.
I have to admit, I knew the answer to that question before I asked it, because Dwayne Monlick said when he comes in the morning, oftentimes he sees you in here by yourself, getting your shots in, getting some extra work in. That's really paid off for you throughout your career. You've been playing since you were a little kid, I'm sure. You've had a great high school career. You're closing out a great college career. You were the newcomer of the year in the conference last year.
Yeah.
Do you have any other expectations or goals for yourself here as now we finish off the second half of this season?
Of course, a winning season. I want us to go all the way, like make it to nationals. Personally, I mean, I always have big goals for myself. I want to be an All-American here, and I just want to keep getting, you know, just wins, and then obviously some trophies on the way there. But yeah, that's my goal for right now.
Always nice to have those trophies, along with the way. This season has got to feel much better for you than last season. The team finished under 500. It was kind of a struggle at times. You had some good moments. You had some bad moments, but this season's got to feel a whole lot better. What's been the highlight of it so far?
I would say beating Mayville. I know we haven't beat them in a long time, and just coming out on top, doing what we've been talking about we needed to do, coming out strong and just holding it through the whole way. I think that's the highlight right now.
Another GPAC opponent tomorrow in Doane University. Just like Midland here today, members of that very strong basketball conference. Get a little extra kick playing some of those teams like that. I know it's not a conference game, but it's still against a good opponent.
Yes.
All right, we've got Doane tomorrow. Then the rest of the schedule is all in conference play. Who is the toughest team in conference, in your opinion?
Right now, I would say probably Dakota State. Looking at them, how they played last year, and I know they probably lost. I think they only lost one girl, so they're pretty much the same. I would say them.
They've been a strong team the last several years
Yes.
as well. So if you knock them off or play well against them, that's another positive sign of the growth of this team
Yep.
this year as opposed to last year as well.
Yep.
Okay, you just visited your family recently, so you know the nice time to say hello. But
Yep.
one more time, you get a chance to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
To Webster Groves, Missouri, and all points in between. Gabby Moore, Bruins guard today, finishing with 24 points. Thanks for coming up and
Yep,
visiting with
thank
us
you,
this
thank you.
afternoon. All right, thanks to Gabby for her effort and her visit today. We look forward to seeing you back in action tomorrow. All right, looking down the floor to see if Dave Denley is going to be able to make his way up here as part of our broadcast tonight. If not, then we may have an opportunity to talk with him. Here he comes. After visiting with this team, he's got to be very happy about the effort, a 20-point victory over Midland. Again, we said Midland didn't have the greatest record coming in, but the Bruins got off to a 20-plus point lead in the first half and were able to maintain it throughout the entirety of the game, shooting very well and holding their opponents in check. All right, got you all mic'd up there and everything.
Thank you.
Very good. Hey, congratulations on a very good game today.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
80 points, that's always a good note to get that run up on the offense and holding your opponent to 60 points as well. You know, both aspects of the game, a lot of people contributed for your team today.
They did. They did. We got a lot of different contributions. We got some kids to get in there and get some quality minutes, and you know, got Kaylee back on the floor, which is huge for us. She's missed our last few games with that knee. Looked pretty good. She's still, you know, little tentative at times, especially on the defensive end more than the offensive end, but she's getting there, and she played like she came out ready to play. She played like she had been missing some time. You know what I mean?
Well, making up for lost time. Yeah. What was her final stats?
She had 17 and 4
in her minutes on the floor. 17 points in 12 minutes on the floor.
Yeah.
So you'll take that.
That's pretty efficient, isn't it? That's pretty efficient.
5 out of 6 shooting floor. And again, another great performance by Gabby Moore.
Yeah.
She hit them from short. She hit them from long. She's been the steadying force for this team in double-digit scoring every game throughout this 24-25 campaign.
Absolutely. Her and Ashton are the two that have just been steady. And Ashton did have a great game. I just was talking to her in the hallway a little bit, telling her to, you know, she's got to flush it. You know, she knows she didn't play her best game, but it doesn't matter because we need her for her tomorrow. You know, and she's got to. And I said, and you know, all kids that are like, and she's a stud. I told her you're a stud, so you're not always going to have your best night. The ones that are great are the ones that forget about that and go out the next day and perform at a high level and the level that they know they can. And I'm fully confident she will.
Good to see a lot of the players coming off the bench contributing. Everybody on the floor today, just about everybody, put some points on the board.
Yeah.
Some in limited minutes, some with some extended minutes. That's always good to build the confidence of the players off the bench and also give your starters a little bit of an extra break in preparation for another game right on the heels of this one tomorrow.
Yes, you know, just trying to make sure that we're solid in those areas. And, you know, Joe had another good floor game, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. I mean, she's stuffing that stat book, which is great. And Gabby with the 7 assists, efficient shooting today, 9 for 12, 4 for 6 from 3. And, you know, Drew gave us a big spark in that first quarter and did a nice job. And you know, it was really good to see. Emma actually came in the first half and gave us some really solid minutes. She was not as good in that last 6 minutes of the game, but she'll get there, and it's really good to see. But Danny as well. Danny, you know, Kai didn't have her best performance, but she played hard, and she did some things that we needed her to do. But, you know, those three coming into the game and doing the things they did for us is huge for the ability for us to rotate them, and whichever one's hot, we keep on the floor.
28 combined points for your 3 post players and a whole slew of rebounds as well.
I mean, you're talking 3, 5. Yeah, it's almost a double-double. It's 28 and 9, you know, and I think you'd take that out of any starting post player, wouldn't you?
Oh, definitely. Any player on the floor, anytime. So a great effort by your team tonight. Tomorrow you take on the Doane University Tigers. They dropped a close one to Mayville State earlier today. So what do you expect from Doane Tigers tomorrow?
It's going to be a great game. They're a really, really good offensive team. They're explosive. They defend. They play multiple defenses. They get up and down the floor. It's going to be a fun game to watch, I think, and we just got to be ready. You know, we've played these back-to-backs. It's what we got to do all through conference. So I told them, I said, this is what we're built for. You know, we know what it takes. We know what this is about, and we just got to be ready to go take their best shot, because they're going to be a little upset they lost that close game. They gave away a lead in the last 4 minutes of that game. They were in kind of control with 3.5 to go, up 6, and ended up losing. You know, I know that doesn't sit well with me when it happens to them, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't sit well with Coach Baumgartner either. But they'll, you know, it's going to be a great contest. It's our last non-conference game. It's a chance for us to go 9-3 in the non-con, and put ourselves in a really good position going into conference play on the national level. So Doane's a team that just got done beating Arizona Christian, who's ranked 19th in the country on their floor over Christmas holiday, and you know, they're solid. They're a really solid team.
Your Bruins are now 10-3. Doane is now 9-3. So a great contest coming up tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. Coach?
Personally, I think that's 2 tournament teams at the end of the year right there.
Very good. We'll hold you to that.
All right.
Very good. Head coach Dave Denley. The Bruins an 80-60 victory today against the visiting Midland University Warriors.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Merry Christmas to everyone out there.
Merry
And
Christmas.
Happy New Year.
And very good. Get them both in there.
Yeah.
All right. That'll wrap it up for us this afternoon. For the women's side, we'll be right back in about 15 minutes or so with men's action. The Bellevue University men taking on the Haskell Indian Nation University Indians. 7 o'clock tip-off for that. Thanks once again, everybody. Thanks to Dwayne Monlux for his work as my color commentary. Thanks to Chloe Cloud working behind the scenes as well. And to everybody involved with Bellevue University basketball. Mick Krupski signing off for now. Be back in a little bit right here on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network.